What do you understand by prepositions? Which games you can play? What can be the story? Yes, who is going to?
Something which explains the position or some position or placement of objects.
Anybody else? Anything else you want to share? What did you understand by preposition?
We can also
Ashwini, you are
explain.
on mute.
We can also explain through the use of like hands, under, above, simple actions with hand, beside, behind, or maybe some like some object like a toy or a ball, and we can put it inside the box, edge of the box, under the box, and just show like these.
Okay. Yes, Ashwini, you were telling something?
Yes, ma'am. Preposition tells the things what the things are. In the story, tells the way. That means the preposition guiding us.
What
It's
is the
under.
story which I have shared? Who will tell that story?
Yeah, ma'am. Ella and her dog find on a map of the hidden treasure. The map guiding Ella and her dog to reach the treasure. Preposition helps us to reach the things. It's under a tree, like that.
Anybody else would like to add or put in a different way? Any idea? Sunita?
Yeah, ma'am. Yes. So preposition tell us now we are in the class. Like we are going to specify that where we are and how we are. That is right. And connecting the next sentence is also a preposition. Like now I am in the class. Okay. 1 minute. Like where I am sitting on the chair, sitting, holding the pencil in my hand. All these are very much specified. So that is how all these words like in, under, over, all these connecting words are called preposition.
Okay. Now, what all games we can play? The story is like, okay, there's a girl, she finds a map, they are on a treasure hunt, they are going to different places. So they are getting the clues. It is under, it is on, it is so. They are reading the clues and going to that place and trying to find out. That can be a treasure hunt game. So every time they have to find a position. And position means
Where it is.
preposition is actually telling the position.
Position.
Where are they? In many Indian books, you will find instead of preposition, it is written where are they? On, in, under, near, far, above. So these are prepositions. So the story can go like that, that Anna was finding, and finally she found it. Okay, that can be the story. Then we have the rhymes, which I have already shared with you. So you can tune up Mary had a little lamb. You can go like that. Okay, prepositions. And you can always sing it as you like. Prepositions show us where, here, and there, everywhere. Over bridges, under trees, they guide us through with ease. In the park, on the street, prepositions help our feet. Around the corner, by the door, they show us places to explore. So you can sing as per your own, tune. And the Itsy Bitsy Spider. The map says over bridges and under trees so tall, through the dark forest and up against the wall. Around the corner quickly, go beside the tree. prepositions help us know where the treasure will be. So that can be connected with the story, that where the treasure will be. Then we can have treasure hunt. So we can hide the objects, okay, in the class and ask the students to find. Like I can hide an eraser of a student and I can ask the students to guess. Can you guess where is the eraser? It can be inside the bag. It can be on the table. It can be under the table. It can be near the table. It can be where it can be inside the bag. It can be outside the classroom, where it is. So you can have the treasure hunt game. So, or you can give the clues also. Look under the desk. Okay. Is it beside the tree? So initially, when they are young enough, you can just give them clues because they don't know the prepositions. Okay. So this way you can give them clues. Then you can have preposition obstacle. So you will set up an obstacle. Okay. Okay. So set up an obstacle and give instructions using prepositions like crawl under the table. Okay. So they have to crawl, walk around the cone, jump over. So this is an obstacle race where they are finding it challenging, but you are giving them prepositions under, around, over. So they complete the course following your instructions, and then you can focus on the words which are used to give the position and tell them that these are prepositions. Then you can have Simon Says game. Okay. So how you will play this game? Simon says, stand behind your chair. Behind. So behind is the preposition. Simon says, put your hands on your head. On your head. On your head. So you are focusing on the preposition. See, the same game Simon says, but with the difference, now we are not focusing on the action, but we are focusing on the position, right? So Simon says, you can give instructions and focus on the preposition. Then you can have preposition charades where you can have prepositions written on the slips. So one student will pick up a slip and they have to act a scene to demonstrate, and the others will guess. Like if I open this chit and there is a cat sitting on the table, I have to do that action. I have to show it and others have to guess. So that way also you can have the game. Any other game comes to your mind for prepositions? Any other game? Now the color of preposition is green and this is the action. It actually connects the subject to the object. Okay, it is always coming to connect two nouns or two pronouns or pronoun with the noun or subject to the object. So this is the action for preposition. You can always play a simple game, have a jar, glass jar, and have a soft toy like a small monkey or anything. And you can keep changing the position under, in, around. Okay, so you can have now one more envelope, which will be green envelope. Now you will be giving them words and they have to put it in the right envelope. Okay. So if I give birds, black envelope. If I give heavy, blue envelope. If I give quickly, orange envelope. If I give you, pink envelope. If I give you on, you have to put it in the green envelope. So you are actually revising all the parts of speech. And then passing of the sentence can be done where they have to underline. So if I give you the sentence, the cat is sitting under the table. So cat, black, is sitting red,
Right.
Under, green. Table, black. So the children are underlining the sentences with a particular color. This is also going to make them practice. And then you can act out a sentence, like imaginary sentence. For example, I am doing an action. You have to write your own sentence as per my actions. Okay. So this is proper noun. This is verb in present tense. This is preposition. And this is a common noun. Try to write a sentence. This, 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 and this. Proper noun, action in present tense, preposition, common noun. What sentence? Sam walks on the bridge. Perfect. Very good, Ashwini.
Thank you.
Sam walks on the bridge. Sam is walking on the bridge. Later on, we'll do that. How we will also tell them, is it simple present or present continuous, or is it past present perfect? Shweta is walking on the grass, right? Okay. So this way, you can have the revision of all the topics which you have done. Okay. Now, what is the difference between adverb of place and preposition? Sometimes it can be an adverb and sometimes it can be a preposition. How would you differentiate between an adverb and a preposition? Cat is sitting down and cat is sitting down the floor. Then which one will be adverb and which one will be preposition?
Cat is sitting
What is
down the
how,
ground is the preposition,
why?
because cat is sitting on down.
And because on the that cat is sitting on the floor because there is an object which is it is sitting on that particular thing, or maybe if it was on the table, or like, so that object is defined here.
Yes. So how would you differentiate? What is the difference between adverb and preposition? For preposition, it is must to connect the subject with the object. There has to be an object at the end. Okay. Like for example, if I say she ran, she ran, she went outside. And the next sentence is she went outside the park. Which one is adverb and which one is preposition?
First is adverb, second is preposition.
Why?
In second one, we connect the verb. We connect
There
with
has
object.
to be an object.
Object.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Can you give some more examples? Like she looked everywhere. Then everywhere is
Adverb.
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 adverb because there is no object. Okay. The cat is inside and the cat is inside the house.
House.
When the
Inside.
cat is inside, it is adverb of place. The cat is
Okay, ma'am.
inside the house, then it
It's a
is
preposition. Preposition.
Preposition.
preposition because you need an object.
Object.
Okay. So the basic difference is you need to have what?
Object.
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 Object. So adverb of place describes where something happens or the location of an action. It modifies a word by indicating the place or direction of the action. Okay. So it will often come after the verb which it is modifying. It will come just after the, like she looked everywhere. It is coming after the verb. It is just coming after the verb because it is modifying, telling you something about the action which is happened. Now, preposition shows the relation. The definition of a preposition is that it shows the relationship between a noun and another word in the sentence, often indicating the place, time, or direction. So it will always come before a noun or a pronoun that is an object, as I told you. So an object has to be there, and in front of the object can be noun, object can be pronoun. Just before that, you will have the preposition. So very simple. Preposition needs object, whereas adverbs comes just after the word.
Word.
Okay. So the book is on the table will be
Preposition.
preposition. She is sitting in the car will be.
Preposition.
They walk through the park will be
Preposition.
Preposition.
preposition. Okay. But sentences like she looked everywhere, they walked outside, he moved upstairs. Now you don't have an object after the word. So then in that case, it will be adverb of
Verb.
place. This is something which many students don't know, even if you ask from grade 9 and 10. They also don't know the clear difference. So these little things are very, very important, because preposition always tells the position, but then it is not adverb, because it is coming before the object. Okay. So what is the color of noun?
Black.
What is
Black.
the color of pronoun?
Ma'am, the prepositions can be adverb.
Preposition can be
Adverb.
how? It
So I'm
cannot be adverb. It will be either it will be an adverb or it will be a preposition.
Okay.
है ना? Either if there is an object, then it is a preposition. If there is no object, then it is an adverb.
Okay.
Okay. So what is the color of noun?
Black.
Black.
What is the color of pronoun?
Pink.
Pronoun
What is
pink.
the color? What is the color
Pink.
of verbs?
Red.
What is the
Red.
color of adjectives?
Blue.
What is the color of adverb?
Orange.
And what is the orange? And what is the color of prepositions?
Green.
Green. Okay. So tomorrow we will be doing conjunctions. Tomorrow the class will be at the same time. 11. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.